Well, very few people have been able to overcome the Goliath known as Vader. He is one of the hardest hitters, one of the most feared parts on Monday nights. He hasn't had the best track record this season. It feels like ever since he went his separate ways with former partner Kevin Nash, things haven't gone his way. But that's all open to change very soon. Vader is part of the #1 Contenders 4-way. As I mentioned before, the winner of that 4-way will not get their WWE title shot until the Royal Rumble, as it will be taking place on a grand stage. And there is a bit of a big gap in between Vengeance at the very end of October and the Royal Rumble at the very end of January. So you're definitely going to have to wait a little while, but that is the next big Raw pay-per-view, with SmackDown having TLC in December. As here comes the pick. Oh, this is a very interesting pick, actually. Brian Pillman, the loose cannon, the man Raw Roulette decided would face off against Big Van Vader. We haven't seen Pillman in action since him and Bulldog lost their World Tag Team Championship opportunity against the Legacy. That was back at Night of Champions. Almost, I think, a month or so ago now. Despite his mannerisms, he is a fan favorite. There is a lot of cheering for him. I don't think the fans in the front row are particularly fond of Brian Pillman. If they were heading into tonight, they'd probably not now. I don't imagine that was a very comforting sight to have right in front of you. But Brian Pillman is set to go one-on-one with Vader, and we'll see how this match goes down. This is a big opportunity for Brian Pillman to get himself back on Monday nights, as he's kind of taken a back seat lately. Looking forward to tonight's main event, champion versus champion. You think if Booker T can defeat the WWE Champion, The Rock, in tonight's main event, he will be in that 4-way matchup. There is currently an open slot. Normally, someone of Booker T's background, this is the McMahon's words, by the way, normally with someone with the success and background of Booker T, they would immediately be put into contention for the WWE Championship. But you see, Booker T did a very crucial thing that you do not do, sorry. His words came out a little weird. He did not align with McMahon's authority group, and it is because of that and that alone that Booker T has to prove himself one more bit in McMahon's eyes. He says he's not an entirely cruel and heartless man, despite the way the wrestling world will perceive him. And he will give Booker that opportunity. It's just that winning 3 matches to retain his title 3 times in a single night wasn't enough in McMahon's eyes. He has to do a little bit more, and he has to defeat the WWE Champion one-on-one. Well, after the matchup between Vader and Miz that we saw about a month ago, where Miz surprisingly picked up the win over Vader, it's great to see Vader in control here tonight. I think he needs to really focus if he wants to be in the WWE Championship Contenders match. We've been told that any one of those slots in that match are subject to be changed should anything else arise. So if Pillman beats Vader here tonight, that can really hurt Vader's chances of being in that 4-way matchup. He may not be at Vengeance at all. Great move there by Brian Pillman as he gets the reversal in on Vader, as it looks like maybe Brian Pillman going to be able to kind of wake up and get back into this one. Vader up on the corner there. Pillman sending him up to the top. This could be a devastating drop for Vader, as Brian Pillman got him up on his shoulders. Superplex. Very impressive. Vader almost looked a little worried there as Pillman caught the arm, but oh no, a nice reversal there by Brian Pillman as he seems to find himself back in this matchup. Yeah, I was going to say, believe it or not, if you don't believe me, have a little look at the wiki. I don't know if people still keep up with that, but I try to keep up to date with it. Vader has only ever won 1 match since Season 3 started, so for him to be considered a contender for the WWE title is rather flattering, to say the least. Vader setting Brian Pillman up now, and of course, I guess after being thrown off the top rope himself, Vader giving Pillman a taste of his own medicine. Big superplex there as Vader goes in for the cover and only a 1 count. Wow, what a drop kick! Do not underestimate Big Bad Vader. Vader now. Pillman up on his shoulder, showing off what great ease it is to throw this this light heavyweight around. Yeah, I think he's only got the corner move as his signature. That's cool. Maybe a moonsault. Was Vader doing moonsaults in 13? I'm not really sure. I mean, definitely not in 2013, but...
Vader from behind.
Vader really wearing out Brian Pillman right now. This could be the turning point in this matchup here. Yeah, I guess that's it's a signature in this game. That's weird. Here we go again. Vader setting him up on the top. Down comes Brian Pillman. Does he have the moonsault? I'm trying to go back. He played as Vader this season. Oh, he just does it as a basic move. Of course he does.
Nice dodge there.
We'll call that a moonsault headbutt since it didn't seem to get a lot of impact. Hellman's, your favorite mayonnaise company. Well, Brian Pillman has once again found himself somehow in control of Vader here. I've got to give a credit where credit is due. Pillman, the loose cannon, as I say, a potential shot down the line for the WWE Championship is at stake here for Pillman. If he can upset Vader here tonight. We've already seen Vader get knocked off once recently by someone significantly smaller than him. I'm talking about The Miz. Of course, The Miz is kind of in a league of his own, truthfully. That man wrestles like you wouldn't imagine for someone his size. As we now see here, the jackknife powerbomb by Vader, dead center of the ring. Here comes the cover, and here it is. Vader comes out with the win. Well, I was wondering if he could impress here tonight. I'd definitely say he did. Maybe not as smoothly as he would have hoped. But nonetheless, a win's a win. Hey, Vader is, he's definitely looking a little more motivated heading into Vengeance. Perhaps the future is bright for Vader yet. A potential #1 contender for the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble in January. That is a long way away, though, for the winner of the match at Vengeance, I must admit. And anything could be on the road to Royal Rumble. You never know. But as we move on here tonight, our next matchup is underway. Robert Scorpio and Wade Barrett are set to face off against the Authority's very own Cody Rhodes and Shane McMahon. Well, Rob Scorpio definitely find himself in a bit of a big situation here tonight, and I think this is kind of a do or die. If him and Barrett don't succeed here tonight, I can't imagine the foreseeable future being too bright for this guy. I mean, obviously, Superstar's coming up around the corner. You never know, maybe he'll find somewhere for himself there. But what I mean is, obviously, there's a lot of pressure here tonight if you're Robert Scorpio, and of course, even if you're Wade Barrett, you've got to impress, you've got to do well, you've got to keep relevant. Right now, the Authority are in full force against anyone who dares stand against them. And both Scorpio and Barrett are exactly that. They are guys who have made it their mission to go against the grain and fight the Authority. That is no easy task. Well, Wade Barrett is he is motivated, he is focused, and in 1 week plus, he will be competing for the Intercontinental Championship in a very big Fatal 4-Way matchup coming your way. It will be Wade Barrett alongside, sorry, not Fatal 4-Way, am I saying Triple Threat? Sorry, I was thinking of the Contenders Fatal 4-Way. It'll be John Cena, Wade Barrett, and Booker T. Barrett says he is not an ally of anyone here on Raw. It's just that he simply stands against the McMahons. If that meant helping Booker keep the title, he was all for it. But on the same side of that, he is not about to help Booker stay champion forever. He wants what Booker's got, and he's looking to take it at vengeance. Now, of course, for those that don't remember, Cody Rhodes is coming into this one alone here tonight because his tag team partner Ted DiBiase defied the authorities' orders and went against John Cena. Ted DiBiase went on record saying that he thinks John Cena is a leech in the authority, that he has no business being involved in it. If it was DiBiase's business, he would not take on someone like John Cena. He cannot be trusted, and DiBiase will continue to defy John Cena's involvement in the authority. He thinks people like John Cena and even The Rock have been nothing but bad news for the authority, and he feels like the whole time that it was the Legacy alongside Shane and Vince, that's when it was at its best. Everybody else is just threatening the perfect harmony that those guys have got. Well, speaking of Ted DiBiase, he's got about a week to recover because next Sunday he will be defending the World Tag Team Championship alongside Cody Rhodes at Vengeance against the Cliques, X-Pac, and Kevin Nash. Ted DiBiase claims that you need nothing but undying loyalty in the authority if you want it to succeed. He says his father's a businessman, he's a businessman, and he strongly advises that McMahon's consider listening to what he has to say because honestly, he feels that John Cena and The Rock are in it for themselves and not in for what is in the best interests of the McMahons or anybody else involved in the authority. I guess we'll see just how correct Ted DiBiase is as time goes on. Could he be right? That's the question. Well, it's Scorpio starting things off against Cody Rhodes, and of course, Cody Rhodes and Scorpio, no strangers to each other. It is, in fact, Scorpio who Cody Rhodes won those tag team titles from, got rid of the tag team partner of Scorpio, Jetstar. Began this kind of undergoing change in dynamic from the former Nemesis. I mean, he now goes by the nickname of the Nemesis still, but why is that his only move? What the hell? I made this moveset. I made sure there were no repeat moves. Scorpio, oh, over the ropes and perfectly landed on Ted DiBiase. That is not why. I don't remember giving him that horrible knee drop. That thing is awkward. Yeah, well, I'll reevaluate his moves in 14. not any sooner. Scorpio coming in hot and fast on Cody Rhodes. I gotta be honest, tag team partner like Wade Barrett is gonna get you places. This guy has had a lot of success as a tag team competitor. Great move there by Scorpio. Don't really feel like it connected very strongly, but it was a great move, I will say. Scorpio now coming through again with a side suplex. Cody with the reversal here. Now we're going to see the mean streak of Cody Rhodes on display, perhaps. Here comes Shane O'Mac. Son of the boss, Shane McMahon. A very talented wrestler, believe it or not. I will be the first to admit that. It's not easy to admit, because the guy has the arrogance that makes you just want to give him a good old slap. But he is a talented guy. Scorpio setting McMahon up on the ropes here. Of course, this all began when a couple weeks ago here on Raw, Scorpio came to the aid of Wade Barrett in what was a handicap matchup that went 2-on-3 at one point, which is the real reason Scorpio claims he came out. He says he doesn't really have a lot of beef with the McMahons, so to speak, but the moment Ted DiBiase came out, he knew he had to do something, as he's been screwed by the McMahons and DiBiase, and he didn't want to see the same happen to someone else. A loss to McMahons would have meant anything for the career of Wade Barrett in a negative light, and Scorpio just wanted to come out and help someone maintain their career. You can't hate that. These first 3 minutes, though, Scorpio has really hung in there with both McMahon and Cody Rhodes as he looks to perhaps take this to the corner for a tag, and there it is. Wade Barrett significantly bigger than Scorpio. Coming off the second rope with an elbow. Knee to the back there as well. I don't know if you quite caught that. How well that picked up. Oh! This leg sweep there by Shane McMahon. A lot of people say Shane needs to hang up his boots. He's not a wrestler. He's not a fighter. He doesn't have what it takes. And he needs to stand down. I don't think he ever will, though. I hate to tell you. Shane McMahon with a great reversal there. Can't help but feel the Legacy's reign as World Tag Team Champions is soon coming to an end at Vengeance after what Ted DiBiase tried pulling, and the fact that he's not even here tonight. And of course, the last time he was in tag team action alongside Cody Rhodes, they were suffering a loss to the Clique, the very people they'll be defending the tag team titles against. He's that leg high over his head. I don't think it takes a genius to tell you that they're not supposed to bend that way. Belly-to-belly releasing suplex there by Wade Barrett. Seems to be awfully proud of his work there. Barrett says he is sick and tired of being overlooked. And of course, another reason for this rivalry with the McMahons, for those that don't recall, it was about a year ago, as a matter of fact, that Mr. McMahon screwed this man out of being a world champion. Wade Barrett was holding the ECW Championship on the night it was declared it would be an ECW World Heavyweight Championship following that night. He then screwed him out of the title by making him face off against the Big Show in an impromptu, sorry, no, not the Big Show, Vader. It was an impromptu ECW World Heavyweight Championship matchup. Vader obviously destroying Barrett. Barrett was not prepared for that situation, and he's grown a lot since then. I feel like maybe he could even take Barrett. I mean, take Vader now. Of course he could take Barrett. He is Barrett. But, it's kind of all stems back to that time. Wade Barrett was screwed out of ECW. Okay, well, to the person in the comments that said that Barrett's signature was on the ropes, I'm afraid it's not. I think it is just the corner one. Well, this is a nice move. I like this. A very personalized one. That's definitely something I've seen Wade do. I like personalized moves. Those are good. Oh, over the steel steps. Shane McMahon trying to find his way back into this one.
Looks like we're going back inside.
Wade Barrett slow to his feet. Scorpio got his back though once again. And Shane McMahon tearing apart the announce table as Wade Barrett picks up Cody Rhodes. Shane McMahon not coming to the aid of Cody at all. And there's a wasteland for his troubles.
And there's the count.
Spinebuster there, yep. Now sending Shane into the ropes, and Barrett. Whoa! The height on that one was nuts.
He's trying to get the blood flowing to his brain.
Some really nice height from Shane McMahon, I'll give him that.
Out of the ring.
Absolutely. Outside the ring now.
Was delivered with tremendous aggression.
Back in the ring, Cody Rhodes trying to fight off Wade Barrett. I wonder how Cody feels to not be teaming up with his usual partner here tonight. To not have Ted DiBiase in his corner. Told those guys are like brothers. I suppose whose side do you take? Scorpio just kind of hanging out on the outside. Clothesline there as here comes a cover from Barrett. Still just a 1. And that was a vicious right hook. Wade Barrett now into another cover attempt. Cody's still kicking out. Barrett has really brought his A game here. I wonder if we are looking at the next Intercontinental Champion in Wade Barrett. I've been told that Rob Scorpio has really got his eyes fixated on Chris Jericho's Cruiserweight title. He wants to rise the ranks here on Monday Night Raw, similar to that of Damian Sandow over on Friday nights. And, of course, the starting point here on Raw is the Cruiserweight title, a title that Scorpio has never held. He is a successful former tag team champion. Scorpio backing up, and that can only mean, there it is! Like a torpedo in the sky, just spinning through. Rob Scorpio looking to put away Cody Rhodes. This would be some great revenge for when he lost the tag titles. Barrett takes out Shane. There's the Tiger Driver into the cover here, and that's it. Robert Scorpio picks up the pinfall victory with a lot of help from Wade Barrett. This tag team victory. Of course, 2 tag team specialists working together for the first time here tonight. No surprise they had some good chemistry. Well, Scorpio and Barrett stand victorious together here tonight as they once again hand another loss to the Authority. Cody Rhodes really not looking too promising in his World Tag Team title reign with Ted DiBiase, who is out with an injury right now. Good luck to them against the Click next Sunday at Vengeance. But right now, these guys on fire as they continue to pick up momentum here on Raw. Moving on, though, up next, Bret Hart is one of the 4 participants that will be in that Contenders 4-way at Vengeance. But here tonight, he'll be taking on the Raw Roulette. Earlier tonight, Vader got Brian Pillman and he picked up a victory. Who will Bret Hart face? That's what we find out in just a moment. I love when the introductions cut off. It's always so stupid. He'll announce his weight and then he'll be like, I'm done. Well, Bret Hart takes on the Raw Roulette. Earlier tonight, as I mentioned before, Vader got wow, I already forgot. He got Brian Pillman in what was a decent challenge for Big Van Vader, but he managed to come out with the victory. And of course, their spots in that upcoming 4-way, it could be in jeopardy, depending on who they get. Of course, if they're already booked for the Show of Vengeance, they can't be double booked, unless, of course, it's Booker T. He is apparently now the Iron Man of the WWE, and he will have to go through as many matches as he has seen fit to be put through. Oh. What a big reveal here from the Raw Roulette. Raw Roulette really giving Bret Hart one hell of an obstacle to have to overcome. We'll see if Bret Hart can defeat John Cena. I gotta be honest, I'm not entirely sure of Bret Hart's chances in this one. I feel like this could be a really great matchup between these two, though. But in terms of who I see coming out on top, well, honestly, I'm a little 50-50 on this one. John Cena and Bret Hart, 2 very great parts of Monday Night Raw. I mean, I don't really like the behavior of John Cena. I definitely don't like the corporate sellout, the authority John Cena. But there's no denying that the guy is a 3-time WWE champion. He is a very successful guy in the WWE, and he's had some fantastic matches over the years. well, the 2 years that we've been in circulation here. Bret Hart coming in strong to start this one off. I mean, who wears white and salmon colored shoes? You can't tell me those are orange. Those are salmon, I'm sorry. Following this one, we got another number one contenders match coming your way. Layla and Natalya will face off. The winner will be getting a shot at Tiny Shiny's Women's Championship at Vengeance. I'm sure Stephanie McMahon is loving the fact that has got nothing to do with her. Of course, she failed for the last time, frankly. There is really no arguing that Stephanie McMahon deserves a Women's Championship shot. That was a clean, decisive loss to Tiny Shiny to top that one off. Bret Hart, the excellence of execution as he is often called. No surprise here, locking in a submission hold. John Cena looks to be in some serious trouble here. He manages to crawl his way towards the ropes. Just about. I gotta say, Bret has gotten off to a strong start. I mean, obviously, we saw Bret face off for the WWE title at Night of Champions. He was bested by The Rock, but another WWE title shot could be in the future for the Hitman. John Cena celebrating the fact that he's just knocked down Bret Hart. Bret coming up onto the apron and Cena catches him. You know what Bret was expecting there. He got in the face of John Cena. I mean, a victory over John Cena is always going to be big for your career. A 3-time WWE champion. He currently holds the record for the most reigns of The Rock's current title. A lot of people suspect that one day there will be tension between Cena and The Rock, as Cena will absolutely want number 4. But right now, as it currently stands, he is very much focused on becoming Intercontinental Champion for the first time. I think sometimes, even though it's a step down from the main title, to be able to say that you have won every championship is a privilege in and of itself. I think that's what John Cena is focusing on here. Of course, that would be very far from every title. He's still got a lot of championships he has not won. The guy is, I wouldn't say only a 3-time champion, because that makes it sound like being WWE Champion isn't special. But at the same time, that is the only title he has held thus far in his career. Really coming in strong here is John Cena in this great technical back and forth that we are seeing so far from both of these men. Great reversal there by Cena. I don't normally condone something like an eye poke, but you know what? It does get the job done. It does get you back in control, especially when you're in trouble. And that's exactly what it did for John Cena, who is now looking to wrap this one up, perhaps. Could be a little premature, if you ask me, but the 5-knuckle shuffle connecting on Bret Hart. Here's the cover. And a clothesline attempt blocked there by Bret Hart. And now Bret got Cena up for a pile driver, which he connects with. John Cena could be in some serious trouble here if he can't kick out here, but he does. Cena shoving Bret, and now up onto his feet. John Cena with an FU. FU. That is not enough to put down Bret the Hitman Hart, but John Cena not letting up at all. Really coming in with those heavy hits there.
Oh, the Hitman took that one hard.
Oh.
Cena controlling the head.
Cena now, okay, Bret Hart with the reversal. These two facing off. Cena takes it back into the corner. Bret Hart able to fight back some more. Very back and forth. Fans are on their feet.
He's in desperation here from behind.
Cena with a great reversal there.
Squeezing down on the head.
Sends Bret into the ropes. Another great reversal. John Cena.
You hear how his leg
Really just celebrating himself right now. Bret back in this one, though. Really not backing down. You got to admire that about Bret Hart. It's going to take a lot for John Cena to ever be able to bring Bret Hart down. So much heart. No pun intended. Cena now looking towards the ropes once more as Bret Hart applies yet another submission hold, really trying to work this match at his own pace. Trying to bring Cena down as smoothly as he can. And he reaches it. Now Bret pulling Cena over here. Another submission hold. Bret Hart really being a bit of a one-trick pony here. I mean, you can't fault the guy. You don't get the nickname Excellence of Execution for nothing. Bret Hart, a submission specialist through and through. But Cena now using his power to fight out of that one. Great drop kick there by Cena. Cena, sends Bret Hart into the ropes. Hart with a reversal. Cena coming back off the reversal there onto the top rope. What is he going to do here? Oh, nice reversal by Bret. A very smooth reversal brings Cena down. What is Bret going to do here? Okay, that was unusual. You don't often see Bret head up to the top. I mean, he didn't really make anything of it, but you still don't see it happen too often. The midsection there by Bret Hart, the Hitman, dragging Cena to the center of the ring. And now here we go. That was not quite as a smart move there by Bret, as he has applied it very close to the ropes. Cena struggling here. And Cena able to power out of that one. And Bret brings him down. And Bret, hold up. I thought for a minute there we were going to see a second sharpshooter. That's a combo they need to make in a game. They need to have it so that you can reverse into a submission hold more smoothly. I mean, maybe you can in the new ones. I don't feel like I've ever seen it, though. How cool would it be for him to reverse something into a sharpshooter? Assuming that you can't already. I mean, I don't know. I haven't admittedly played, like, the newer ones too much. Cena now. Here we go. Roll through by Bret. Cena with the kick out. Goes for the clothesline. Cena saying enough is enough from Bret Hart, who turns around right into it. The FU for the second time. Dead center of the ring. Here's the cover by the corporate Cena. And the Authority picks up a win here. John Cena making McMahon's very proud, I'm sure. Well, it was a hard-fought matchup from both participants, frankly. John Cena and Bret Hart really gave it their all here tonight. There should be no shame in Bret Hart's loss. A really, really great performance. I feel like these two really gave it their all. Great showing by both men, but John Cena just that one step ahead as we move towards our next match of the night. Layla one-on-one with Natalya. Well, it wasn't long ago that the Hart gained, back-to-back victories, both with the sharpshooter. I'm talking, of course, about Natalya and Bret Hart, but maybe tonight they'll suffer back-to-back losses. I hate to sound like such a pessimist, and I especially hate to sound like Jerry Lawler with the voice crack there. I hate to sound like such a pessimist. King? Wait, I am King. Michael? I don't really know what more to say about that. Oh! Wait a minute.
What a sneaky attack.
What was the need for that? Well, I mean, I know that there's no way Stephanie is an ally of Natalya. Maybe this is the lesser of two evils. As we've literally seen Natalya defeat Stephanie McMahon. She did not handle that loss well. But Layla, cheap-shotted by Stephanie. But, I mean, it's been a dream of a dream of Layla and Tiny Shiny for quite a while now to get to face off against each other for the Women's Championship on a big stage. They've been close allies, they've gotten along real well as of late, and it looks like Stephanie McMahon may be looking to sabotage that for the both of them. If nothing else. Submission hold applied here.
She fights her way out. Natalya. Nice counter. She's incredibly fast. Natalya has the arm.
Well, this is going to be an uphill battle now for Layla, who was cheap-shotted before the match could even begin. I'd definitely like to see Layla versus Tiny Shiny at Vengeance. It's still a possibility on the table. Natalya doesn't seem to have Layla down and out just yet. Layla, whoa, Layla, no. Ooh, that is why you don't do that. Someone's never watched an Epico match before. That felt as mean as it sounded. that did not feel like a nice collection of words coming from my mouth there.
Into the headlock. That was an impressive suplex. Layla.
Natalya really got the size advantage on Layla, that's for sure. She's a lot taller and a lot more, I'd say, kind of bigger built. Quite a bit of muscle on Natalya. Once part of the Divas of Doom with Beth Phoenix, which was their whole thing. They weren't your typical Barbie dolls, as they call the rest of the women. They were two giants, two beasts amongst the women's division. Coming off the ropes is Natalya. Great reversal there, but well, not really a reversal, but a great move by Layla. They're really trying to find a way in this matchup. Still to come, main event, champion versus champion. The Intercontinental Champion and the WWE Champion in the ring at the same time, going toe-to-toe. The Rock and Booker T, and if Booker T can pin and defeat The Rock, only then will he be granted a possibility at a WWE Championship match. He'll have to still go through a Fatal 4-Way at Vengeance. The same night, by the way, that Booker T will be defending his Intercontinental Championship, because it's just not enough for McMahon to constantly toy with Booker T. He's got to really break that man. He's got to bring him down as hard as he can, or he is not satisfied. Layla now, looking to be in some serious trouble. Shades of the classic Hart family here, with this submission hold applied on tight. Layla finds herself close to the ropes there, and enough to get back into this matchup. Is it too little too late? Well, no, because there's a reversal there, and now Layla in control. The Bulldog. Great competition here from both of these women. Stephanie McMahon's earlier attack seems to not have phased Layla as much as I was afraid it would have. She still seems to be going pretty strong in this one. Great reversal there by Layla, who is up to her feet. And Natalya with a discus clothesline. Now comes the time. Can Natalya defeat Layla and get a shot at the Women's Championship? The shoulders are down. The finisher has been hit. Layla just about kicks out. She is fighting for her life out there. She wants that so bad. We have waited a long time to see Layla get a shot at a Women's Championship, and I think she has. Obviously, if we have, she definitely has. Big kick to the face of Natalya. No one does them better, if you ask me. Some of the best kicks out there from Layla. Going for a clothesline, but nobody home. She plants the face of Natalya into the mat. And Layla now with the layout neck breaker. There it is. Is that going to be the finishing point in this matchup? No. Natalya is still in this. But now both women are dazed. Both women are very worn out. Rolls her through. Hooks the legs. Here's the cover. Is it enough? No, wait. Roll up again. And that's it. Natalya with a timely reversal picks up the victory. And I do mean timely. Alexa, I wasn't talking to you. Alexa, stop. And Layla showing respect here to Natalya. Alexa, shut up. Layla showing respect here to Natalya. That was a hard-fought battle, and of course, nothing but respect between these two women. Neither one of them really on the side of the McMahons. No surprise to see an alliance formed here. Nothing but respect. It will be Natalya up against Tiny Shiny. Why does it look like Natalya has 6 fingers on her left, on her right hand? Anyway, we'll move towards our main event now, as The Rock and Booker T are set to go one-on-one. Booker T has had one of the most memorable uprising stories to date. This guy has gone from practically nothing to one of the most important parts of Monday Night Raw, and you can't tell me otherwise. This guy has been on a roll as of late. Here tonight, if he can beat The Rock one-on-one, he will qualify for the upcoming Fatal 4-Way Contenders match. Now, traditionally, defeating the champion would immediately put you in contention for the title. But of course, McMahon wants to put Booker through hell to prove that he belongs. He wants to put him through every single obstacle humanly possible. And The Rock is just eating it up. Well, nonetheless, I mean, these are two guys that I think Raw is very much centralized around, and I feel like this is an absolutely deserving main event. I feel like this will be one for the ages. Booker T and The Rock, one-on-one to close out tonight's Monday Night Raw. One more episode of Raw before Vengeance, where Booker T will defend his Intercontinental Championship in a triple threat against John Cena and Wade Barrett. I don't know why I forgot his name for a moment there. That will only piss him off more. And of course, The Rock will defend the WWE Championship in the main event against The Miz. We've not seen a whole lot of lately. McMahon has apparently been repeatedly advising that The Rock does not go through with it, as this is not a match that McMahon approved. And McMahon feels that he should be able to decide what WWE Championship matches take place. But The Rock has decided, for his own mentality's sake, that he will be facing off against The Miz, against McMahon's judgment. Nonetheless, Booker T wins this matchup. You got Vader, Bret, Hart, Shawn Michaels, Booker T at Vengeance in a Contenders match. One would have to imagine Booker T, the real Iron Man that he is, he would be able to overcome that match too. But you never know. Booker T has just been phenomenal lately. This is a match I've waited a long time to see. I felt like this was inevitably down the line for the WWE Championship, but here tonight we're getting it a little bit early, and of course it's a proving ground for The Rock tonight as well, as we get to see if he could all along, in fact, defeat the man that ended up taking his Intercontinental Championship. For those that don't recall, Booker T relinquished the Intercontinental Championship. The Rock relinquished the Intercontinental Championship upon winning the WWE Championship, as it is the rules that you cannot hold both titles at once. And of course, traditionally, Booker T wouldn't even be allowed to compete for The Rock's WWE title, but due to his track record as of late, he is undoubtedly the #1 ranked superstar to compete for the WWE title right now. So this match has been put underway, and there will be some obstacles that Booker T will have to go through. But I'd imagine, realistically, in a lot of people's eyes, if he beats The Rock here tonight, well, he's the rightful WWE champion in some people's minds. All I know for sure is that this is going to be a great matchup. And so far, these two, I think, have really been in that feeling out process, which I think is only a natural given, really, when you're starting off a match of this caliber. Yeah, with some great counter holds here, as well as Booker T. Both these two, as I say, very evenly matched. Both riding a lot of momentum. Rock now sending Booker T into the ropes. Over the shoulders, there it is, the Samoan drop. Booker T just writhing in pain. You saw the way he was rolling around there. And now off the ropes, back body drop there by Booker T. Continuing to fight back no matter what The Rock throws at him. So admirable. The determination of Booker T. Inspires so many, I'd imagine. Rock and Booker locking up here. I imagine a lot of people, from the moment they saw that thumbnail, from the moment they saw that the main event was these two facing off, that must have got a lot of people interested in tonight's episode of Raw. It's a real treat. Booker really using his surroundings here to bring down the WWE Champion. Not afraid to fight a little dirty, Booker T. I think that's what brought him to the dance. The guy was originally uncontracted, started a rivalry with Miss McMahon over on SmackDown last year. Back when McMahon was forced to be a competitor on Friday nights due to his constant involvement in the ring. I feel like they should bring that back. I feel like the WWE Chairman should absolutely be reviewing McMahon's actions right now, and he should be making him pay the price for it. I think I think McMahon should absolutely be forced into being an active wrestler. Here comes Wade Barrett. Definitely got his issues with the authority right now. I didn't say the alliance. What the hell am I talking about? Put his hands on The Rock there, and I think that may have created an opening for Booker T. One which I think he is very grateful for. But that doesn't seem to have slowed The Rock down for very long. There's that leg sweep. And now Wade Barrett up on the apron. Getting just a little bit involved here in The Rock situation. He'll do whatever it takes to piss off the authority, I'm convinced. Wade Barrett's target is anything that upsets Mr. McMahon. It's not The Rock. It's not the WWE title in this situation. I mean, maybe it's the WWE title. Maybe it's Booker's Intercontinental title. Here's a cover attempt here, and the People's Elbow, not enough to put Booker T away. A lot of standard wrestlers that would definitely do its damage on, but Booker T is not a standard wrestler. That much has been proven time and time again. Just throws him over his shoulders like it's nothing. You have any idea how tough it would be for the average person to throw the Rock the way that Booker T did? And look at Booker! Booker measuring the Rock and then giving him a little bit of his own. The Rock is up, and that is not a bookend, that is a rock bottom. There is a very minor difference. It's all in the way the arm is thrown over. Booker T with shades of the Rock as he covers him off the rock bottom, and Booker just about almost had the Rock defeated there with his own move.
Big shot, leveling Booker T. Got the arm up.
You gotta love it. Booker T, he not only has that heart and determination, he just oozes that natural charisma, that admirable personality. It's everything. It just radiates off of him naturally.
What a match.
So much determination here from both of these men. Wade Barrett just pacing on the outside. I can't believe we almost saw Booker T defeat The Rock with the rock bottom. I mean, admittedly, the bookend ain't much different.
Dominating display. Yeah, I think we could see a lot of.
I think Wade Barrett was just told to leave the ring, which distracted Booker momentarily. He seems to have gone back into it pretty smoothly, but no, The Rock
What strength.
coming out. Oh, wow. Every single time The Rock tries to throw any kind of move at Booker, Booker is back in this. Here's a cover attempt by Booker T, and The Rock with a quick kick out.
Squeezing down on the head.
The WWE Champion's starting to feel a little bit flustered here, you know?
Booker T turning defense into offense. The Rock into the headlock.
Rock now. As say, I think getting a little bit overwhelmed by Booker T, to be honest. How can you not? I mean, look at the way The Rock is getting his ass handed to him a little bit here. Rock now dragging Booker T to the center of the ring. Booker with the reversal. I mean, I think it's safe to say The Rock was looking for another people's elbow. I don't know, Rock going for the sharpshooter. We saw that insult to injury against Bret Hart a while back, but Booker very quick on the ropes there, naturally. It's just a sensible move on Booker T's part. Great heel kick there by Booker T. And The Rock sends Booker off the ropes, bumping into each other. Back body drop there by Booker. Rock with a roll-up. Rock with a roll-up. Is this going to be enough to put away Booker T in this great main event matchup? No. The Rock got Booker up on his shoulders. There it is. The Rock bottom by The Rock. Covers him. Hands are in the rope. The Rock can't believe it. Despite his best efforts, Booker T with his hands in the ropes. And The Rock now for the second time looking to put the Intercontinental Champion away. And The Rock bottom connects again. Rock immediately into the cover here on Booker. Is it enough? No. Booker has somehow kicked out. Kick to the midsection. Could this be? Scissors kick. I already said it. Shut up, Cole. Cover attempt coming up. The leg is hooked. Rock is covered. Booker beats The Rock. Wow. Booker T has just defeated the WWE Champion. And Booker offering a sign of respect to The Rock. And of course, Rock definitely not going to take that. I mean, that was, again, a very admirable move by Booker T, trying to show that mutual respect, saying that he understands The Rock. He sees eye to eye with him. And he does actually respect the WWE Champion. And one day down the line, these two may meet again for The Rock's WWE title. Unless he changes things up, it's going to end exactly the same. Booker T has defeated the WWE Champion to qualify for the upcoming 4-way Contenders match at Vengeance next Sunday. I can't wait to see what is on the cards for next Monday's Raw, as this one is closed out. See you guys tomorrow night on ECW, where Dolph Ziggler challenges for the ECW World Heavyweight Championship.